So we're going to be using the Scotch 3M blue tape in the 1-inch size. The tape does come in wider sizes, but I prefer the 1-inch, one because of the cost per roll, and two because it's easier to bend and shape as needed compared to the wider rolls like the 1.5 or 2-inch. The surface we're starting with is the door jamb, which as you can see has a previous tape line. So our new line will need to be positioned in a way to compensate for this, usually about a 32nd to a 16th of an inch away from the previous line. So I start at the top of the jamb with about a 1-inch overlap that I can then fold over. This way I can protect the top from paint possibly leaking behind the tape when I brush. I then extend the tape line 2 to 3 feet, press it flush against the trim, down to the transition of the baseboard. As you can see, I keep the tape line about a 32nd to a 16th of an inch away from the previous line of paint, while maintaining a consistent width to the outer edge of the trim. The most important part of taping is making sure it is on the flat surface of the trim and keeping it off the wall. As we continue on taping the baseboard, I add a small transition piece before taping the full length of the baseboard, as well as a small corner piece to catch any excess paint from brushing the wall. As I continue on, I perform the same process as the door jamb, laying the tape every 2 to 3 feet up to the next transition, then adding my transition piece. Now the reason for this is because as you lay the tape, you stretch it in order to keep it as straight as possible. But when you stretch it, it wants to retract. So the transition piece keeps that retraction from pulling up at the corners and the transitions. It's a nice little trick, it works pretty well. It's also a good way to ensure the corners are nice and sharp. I do this by tearing the tape at an angle so each piece forms a perfect 90-degree point, as you can see. I then continue on with the next length of baseboard. And here I'm just continuing the same process. Pressing it out as I go so it has good adhesion to the flat part of the baseboard. Same transition pieces. Same 90-degree points in the corner. And then continuing on for the rest of the room. I perform relatively the same process around the windows and window trim, except I lay the tape just past the caulk line that's around the window. Now these particular windows were just installed, so I'm making sure the tape is adhering to the window and not the new caulk line. Then on the trim, I perform the same process as I did on the door jambs and baseboards. A 32nd to a 16-inch space away on both the inside and outside areas. As well as laying an extra piece to protect against any possibility of a roller accidentally hitting the corner. And then one more angled piece to ensure a nice 90-degree corner. And that's it. That's our process. Hooray! So I just wanted to do a quick bonus video and give you a visual of how we tape this new piece of granite on this sink countertop. As you can see, it's the same process as we perform on the trim. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And now, all that's left is, how do we caulk it?